Hey everyone, welcome back to the war. We got a heavy abduction on
France is
today's
sending
mission.
an urgent mission request. Current updates from the ground indicate the aliens are moving within the city limits. We should get down there and secure the area as quickly as we can.
Going to France, going to get hopefully another $100. We got a pretty strong team here. We only brought one rookie. The only rookie kind of worth a damn at this point. And we got pretty much just a full group of specs. We do have Teresa, our only Lance Corporal on the mission. With her, I feel a bit safer. I'm not saying the rest of the specs can't hold their own, but I'd feel much better if I had a scout who seen combat enough to earn a promotion. Not a bad place to start. So we got a Rocketeer. We got Vence as a Rook. Yao as our medic. Teresa as the scout. Baraka as the Rocketeer. Brian as our assault. And Salima as our Grenadier. Pretty much an all-around team. We got two shotties pretty much, with the scout rocking one and the assault rocking the other. Looks like we have a pod right there. Might set up a rocket to deal with that problem. Most likely the easiest solution to that. Let's get Teresa starting to go that way. Maybe joined by Salima. She does have a lot of grenades, but kind of early to be starting to wasting all our consumables. A rocket though. We have two, I suppose. Hopefully they come to us. If not, that's fine. Nothing, eh? Alright, Vince, go take a look. Nothing. Still there. Which probably means they're behind a truck. Be my guess. Do we have... Just let's take a preview already. Oh, that truck's gonna be in the way. They will have a bit of a blind spot on us if we choose to use the rocket. Depends kinda how they scatter. Okay, that'll actually work. Our rocket can reach that location. That's good. It's only 2 sectoids, but not really worth the time to deal with.
With pleasure.
Not even a kill on the other one, which is fine. We can clean that up with either Vince or... No, Vince doesn't actually see it. Might be a tough angle to get. Salima might see the shot. Just for a second, but she lost it right away, eh? That sectoid actually might find cover just due to the fact that we cannot really get a good sight on it. Yeah, 25 is kind of garbage. You might as well try to take the 46. Very nice. That just leaves one, eh? Kind of in a rough position to get to. I don't think he can flank us this turn, so I think we'll just take a tile back. And set an Overwatch trap. The only one I think is going to actually take an Overwatch is Vince. I don't see Salim taking a shot. Yeah.
Empiezan a perder terreno.
We are suppressed. Not really worried about that. We don't have to move. We're not going to pop another rocket though. That'd be a drastic overkill. We can't quite make, where I'd like to go. Teresa could pop a shot at 66. I think we just take the grenade here. 6. That thing was packed. Alright. Pop a motion. Looks like they're outside.
Yes, Commander.
If I had to take a guess.
That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, they're definitely outside.
Watch.
Let's get the team ready. We might send someone.
I'm on the
Send the
move.
medic around. She might get a flank or two, depending on
Position confirmée.
how they trip. And we will get Baraka here to set up next to the tires. Won't get a steady aim this turn, but I don't think we're gonna pop a rocket on the second pod. You know, we took that last pod out pretty much all with explosives, except with a pistol kill. Drone, 2 sectoids, 3 sectoids. I was gonna say I'm not very worried about the drone with 2 shotties, but apparently the Overwatch just sunk it. I don't think. Oh, I know we're not gonna see anything there, but I don't think they went inside. Teresa, you gotta get back into the fight over here. Let's get our Grenadier up. We're kind of just gonna have to push this turn because we're kind of far back to engage them. I don't think they're gonna make a very bold move on this turn. Let's move everyone up. Take the full cover wall, and then we can engage much more safely on this side than we could when we were on the half cover chair. The chair cover. Nothing, eh? Looks like one is probably right next to us. And 3 to our left, 2 that are activated are up here, and then another pod right over there. So we have we got a lot of shit in a small amount of space. Ooh, how do we want to deal with this? He's almost guaranteed on Overwatch. Is that door? Oh, the door's closed, eh? Yeah, there's 2 guys outside somewhere. I wonder if the medic can maybe spot it. Oh, there we go. So there's an Overwatch, and it looks like the mine merge is coming from either right next to him or inside. I think our best course action is get Vince to cover the door and get the shotties, both Brian and Teresa, to take the door,
Sí, señor.
the double door here. Because with another 3 guys in there, we're going to need the help. And the Grenadier might as well stay with
Closing on target position now.
Brian and Teresa, because
Roger that.
probably going to need a grenade. Possibly a rocket, depending how bad things get.
Now.
So let's get her steadied. Not sure if he's going to just burst through the door and try to take us down, or he's going to play it pretty safe. I think he wants us to come into him, activate the rest of his sectoid friends. Oh boy. Make it count. That's a hit. So we got another 3 activated. Oh, another 57 from Vince. It's a Shank. Shame we didn't have the Teresa and Brian in Overwatch. They probably would have each got a kill.
Shifting their attack.
So they're gone. They're scattered all over the place. They're suppressed, so he's got to go. He's coming in. All right. What fresh hell is this? Okay, didn't think you were going to see much. Which is fine. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of sectoids. Can't quite make it to the cover I want to. I'm kind of wondering why that's blacked out, but gotta take the 87. Come on, Vince. Take him down. Very nice. He's got a promotion. Question is, do we pop a rocket? It is quite the cluster. We could break suppression if we use the shredder. If it hits. 2.2 scatter is kind of far. If we go there, no matter which direction, it should catch something. I'm not very convinced that's really the right move. We need someone to kill the lone sectoid, and then we need some big plays. Bring Teresa to the truck. We can get the easy sectoid kill. That leaves Brian kind of suppressed. We can move Salim to where Teresa is, take the shot on the back sectoid, and then Brian here, still pinned with a suppression, can't really do much. Unless Brock sends a scatter or a shredder rocket up to that sectoid, knocks it out, and even if that works, what are we really going to do with Brian? We're not going to really push to the tank. That puts him too close to the other sectoids. Might be worth just overwatching. Teresa goes to the second line of cover. I don't think the sectoid is going to run with Brian in Overwatch. Yep, that's the plan.
Detectada mercancía.
Very nice.
Ya no es una amenaza.
Alright, now we can bring
That's affirmative.
Salim. Take the shot. Very nice. You know what? Just thinking about that now, we could have moved the Rocketeer over, took the shot, and then grenaded, but that's fine. We aren't going to get a smoke that's anywhere practical this turn. You can't really go anywhere else, unfortunately. Bring you inside, you can take Brian's position next turn. Probably our best bet. And Brian might as well go in Overwatch. And as for the Rocketeer, I'm not really convinced where she needs to go yet. Might be good just to do an Overwatch. She's steadied. If they try to cut hard to the left, she might get it. She couldn't go anywhere on a walk, and I didn't really feel like dashing. Now they're all unchecked, which is kind of bad, but... So one did a suppression, which is kind of garbage. That was a hit. Lucky for us, he has a lot of armor. So that shot won't do quite as much as he probably hoped. What's the plan here? Move. We can use our medic to heal Brian up. Get his mobility up to the point where he can get to the tank. Kill the one sectoid. Teresa can move up, maybe take a shot at one of the sectoids. Even if it's not a kill, I think the backup plan is to move Salim up and just grenade. That sounds like a good plan. Only problem is, where's that other pod? Not far away. They might... that's a lot of full cover though. I think there will be at one tile or two maybe that they'll see us probably.
Heading there now.
Well, let's get a medkit on Brian here.
Easy now.
That gets you pretty far. You know, we can walk. If we don't like the scenario, we can walk. Or unfortunately, it's kind of a waste of his turn. We can walk back. If we feel it's good, we can dash, take the shot with a running gun, move Teresa up, or no, because I'd push Brian too far. I was gonna say Teresa can actually make that on a walk, but Brian would not be doing anything. You know, let's send Teresa up first. If she can make it, we should have no problem. Let's pop a running gun.
Going in for the kill.
You know, I say that, but I'm also not very confident. Now that I look at that angle, that might be just enough of a viewpoint for them.
On the move.
Let's go for it.
Right on target.
That was... Yep, that was just enough. Well, that is going to create problems. You're still suppressed. That's right, because that was in the sector who was doing it. lucky for us that we've kind of cleaned up
Let's do
the
this.
last pod pretty well. You must just pop a reload. Vince. Oh, Vince. The things you're going to have to do. Vince? I might get Vince to dash to the roof. As weird as that sounds, it'll be in a position where he can't be flanked by the sectoid. So the sectoid can't really get up and around if we take the wall. And that leaves him next turn right at the door, so that we can toss a flashbang in for next turn. Or on turn, or we move him up just enough to flashbang the current sectoid. And those three are on check, but I mean that's life at the end of the day. I think we gotta flashbang this guy. He's too close. I'd rather him not do anything stupid. Now, Teresa is in a pretty... Oh yeah, he did come closer. So I'm glad the flashbang was there. Teresa's in a pretty good spot to flank, depending on how these three sectoids go. There's tons of Meld on there. When I saw the radar scan, there's 3 canisters it looked like, but most of them are probably gone, so we're not going to worry about that. He's going to be hard to deal with. He's not really flankable. I mean, Brian is next to an explosive tank by the looks of it, so that's kind of bad. That could be better. Oof, find the fire. Alright, Brian, what's the plan? Well, probably nothing with you. Might have to run the Overwatch. Might just send a rocket, honestly, downrange. It would reach, but with that much scatter, I mean, it can go kind of anywhere. If it goes in the right direction, it'll actually help us. If it goes in the wrong direction, it won't do us harm. Kind of a waste of a rocket. That's 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th pod. Might be all that there is. I don't think I have a scan up here. Nope. But Brian does have a single scan left. And he sees a whole lot of nothing. I mean, he might be the flanker that we need here. Kind of a walk for him, but what we need is our Grenadier. Can she make that throw? Oh, she can. You gotta love Grenadiers for that extra arm. Let's take out the Overwatch, because I don't know if the scout is actually gonna walk in that path. So let's just scrap that. That frees up Brian. Teresa can get a pretty good flank. The problem is it is a shotgun at quite the distance. Might be needed just to scare them away. We can move Brock up to the truck, steady aim. I'll get set of this for next turn. And then move Salim up, take the double full cover. Maybe move Brian to the double full cover and pop a smoke on the Rocketeer. Pull Vince back. That pretty much blocks line of sight for everyone, and anyone who it doesn't is in smoke. The only person would be Teresa, would be sitting at this pillar, which would be a target for sure.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I think that's the best move, though. It kind of sets it up for next turn. Or we keep Salim back, you know. We don't really need a Grenadier up front necessarily. I mean, it'd be nice, don't get me wrong. But if it's not necessary, it's not necessary. Can we get a smoke on all 3 of you? You know what? That's probably going to be the best case. They're all covered. Our 2 close quarter units, Brian and Teresa, are nice and tight. So they shouldn't be able to get a shot unless they do something that I can't quite see yet. But those sectors shouldn't have anything. The best shot should be Brock in the smoke. Oh yeah, group up just like that. So I think we need to pull Vince back, because a rocket from her is not quite perfect, and that's probably going to hit if I leave him there. Where do you bring? you? Well, Vince, you can either run further out or come back. And I think coming back is a smarter move. Not sure where that third one is. Oh, I guess he's mind merging, so there should be no Overwatch. You know what? Let's play it safe. Come all the way back. I don't think I need the rookie anyway this turn, so. And yeah, just kind of blow up this entire area.
Firing rocket.
Killed the other one. If the damage was reversed, it would have actually left both alive, but sad. We need a shot on him. Teresa, you're probably the girl to do that, but we do not have run and gun back yet, so Brian cannot take care of the last one up there. Which would leave Teresa exposed. Maybe Vince? Vince, do you have it? Oh, you do. Very nice. So much for not needing the rookie that turn. Let's send Teresa up.
Ready, ready.
Hello, Mr. Sectoid. I think Brian also has to come up. We'll hunker with Brian. Teresa? I mean, it's at 63. You don't really have what I would call great odds, but if anyone's got it, probably you. Or you. Oh, it's a pistol shot. 68. It's not really much of a difference. 5% is 5%, I suppose, but 5% extra to get 1 to 2 damage, or 5% less, and if it's a hit, it's gonna kill. Shotgun it is. Oh, 9. Just
Everything by the
buckshot
numbers.
from across the field. Alrighty then. Curse Sleep was a pretty good run. Only took 1 hit, and that was actually through all armor, so not even wounds on this mission.
Outstanding.
Teresa didn't get a promotion. That's fine. I think she went from 8 kills to 12, so she's pretty much rocking a 4 kill KO on each mission, which is pretty nice. Vince, I guess we'll speculate later. Medic, I'm pretty sure we're going to go with Field Surgeon. I might go with the Overwatch perk with her. Medics Overwatching have saved my ass more times than I care to mention. And at 70 AM, I mean, it's only going to get better. With that said, though, I don't think I'll take Suppression. I think the first one has to be Field Surgeon, even if she does go the Overwatch route. Very nice. Extra $100.
Touch, Commander.
2 more days. Alright. 2 days, and then we can build our Thermal Gen, which means we have a couple extra dollars to spend on whatever we want. We can't buy a fighter for this small change we have left. Probably can't buy anything besides, like, excavating. Might start putting money away for another SAT. Yeah, 'cause we only got 1 coming in. Could be a good idea. Oh, nice. We got scopes. Beam lasers are a must.
I'm still having a hard time grasping what it is the aliens are hoping to accomplish.
Oh, they're trying to world dominate. That's pretty much all you need to know about.
Complete.
Alright, so now we got our Thermal Gen, 25 power. That'll set us up for a while. Kind of spent a lot of money to get that going. You know, $200 just to get the access left, $350 for that. It's $550 right off the first month. It's kind of hard to come by, but I would have much preferred to go for the one that was on level 2, but the satellite uplinks are going to take priority. That said, though, I think it requires 6 to have full world coverage, and honestly, we're probably only going to get 4 or 5 maybe, so that Steam might actually end up staying there. Maybe. We can't buy anything for $80 besides a repair bay, which is a start on the engineering block, and that's really where we're going to have it. I feel like that money could be spent better right now. Actually, can't be spent at all, because the things I want, I can't have. I think a satellite's next. That gives us 2 satellites, and next month, right off the gate, we'll
Commander, we're receiving a transmission from
build
the
an
Council.
uplink.
Coming on screen.
Alright, what do we got? Bomb disposal. Suspicious activity near a major bridge. $174 and panic reduction in France. Is that really that bad? Is France really in that much of shit? It's getting there. I'd prefer the States. But that's fine, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. Well, it'll be the first mission our Master Sergeant comes back on. So that would be nice to have someone who actually has that level of power. Anyways, thanks for watching and see you all next time.